1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And hello, fellows. Herogon here. Today is Tuesday, July 25th of 2023. It is now 8:23 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. And right now, things have been going a bit okay. Right now, I have actually been doing a bit of rigging work on one of my character models that I've been working on for a while. However, for this video, I won't show it to you just now. This particular, as you know, this is pretty much the fighting game framework improvements by now, so yeah. Going into things, credit goes to Sean the Bro for his tutorials. They've been a big help across the board. And this week, his newest tutorial has certainly been an interesting one. This involves saving and loading part 2. In this particular tutorial, Sean went over saving out a lot more of the player's settings, adding a saving icon to the UI, and improving saving and loading data management. As you can see here, whenever the round is over, then you'll see this little icon here that essentially indicates that we are saving the game. And this calls for a mix of C++ coding and Xcode, at least for my own iMac computer, and visual scripting and blueprint. So going into the code part first, in my save game data, I've added a few new variables that will be set up a little while later, as my own options menu is vastly different than Sean the Bro's. My intent was to go for a more, how do you put this, Mortal Kombat 11 type of thing, where the widgets could easily be swapped out, a lot like what you see here. So yeah, there's definitely a long ways to go before I get things worked out with the kinks. But going back to the code part, we've got 5 new variables: float sound effect volume, float music volume, integer preferred round time, and integer preferred num rounds, and boolean preferred infinite round time. These are the preferred so-and-so when not forced to a specific value on a save file. At least for the preferred round time, preferred num rounds, and infinite round time. The music volume and sound effect volume on this save file, all of these have view property visible anywhere. Then in .cpp, I just set the default values, preferred round time being 99.0f, preferred num rounds being 2, and preferred infinite round time being false, with sound effect volume and music volume just being 1.0f, or full volume for those interested. Now in base game instance, there's a few things around that are still the same. We've still got our 3 save file specific stuff, but we do want to add a display saving icon, which is where we go into the game mode.h. There's a new function added called display saving icon. It's a blueprint implementable event and blueprint callable. And this displays our saving icon, just like what you saw with Sean's own tutorial. Whenever you want to save things like currency or the match progress, you'll want to have this around. And that's where in the .cpp itself, There's a new include Project Fight Stars game mode.h, which is necessary if we want to call a certain function in the game mode.h. And going down, we have the around it. Right here, save game. We add our saving icon to the screen via this if statement. If auto game mode equals cast to Project Fight Stars game mode, our gameplay statics, gameplay statics, get game mode, get world. And our game mode will display our saving icon. This is a lot more complicated to explain in code than in Blueprint, so that is pretty much one of the few changes added. So yeah, now going into the Blueprint things themselves, we of course added a new widget that is a copy of the loading icon we currently have that you can probably see on the load screen itself. In the menu stuff file, this little loading screen. We've still got our loading screen icon here that I've had for quite a while. So all I did was just create a copy, this time having a gold tint of sorts. Or is it yellow? It's up to you what color you think the tint is. It's relative, I guess. It's a subject to anyone's opinions. Now, with this particular widget, it's just a mirror image added here and 2 animations put in. One animation for rotating the icon, so that's useful. And then we have it going in reverse, which is also a very useful thing to have around. Now going into the graph itself, I have event construct. We just play the animation, set timer by event, and by 3 seconds we'll remove this saving icon from our parent. We'll remove this widget from the parent. Now going into the default game mode BP, we have the Blueprint implementable event of display saving icon, and all we're doing is just creating a widget, in this case saving icon, and add to viewport. And that is pretty much it for the Blueprint part. So we'll go into our game, archives, then to settings, and I will change the rounds to win to 1 so things can speed up a lot faster, which is very, very useful if you're worried about time consumption. I choose Adam Mortem and practice mode with the Beachside Karate Dojo as always. Then we've got this. Now I'm going to go in and continue to attack the player. As you can see, their stuff goes down. As like always, I keep doing the auto combo. It can really whittle down any sort of health in a little bit of amount of time. We are very close, 92, 91 on the clock, then boom. And you can see the gold little loading icon here, slow down, and then our stuff will continue to get saved. Now it's disappeared. And then we go into our victory thing, which is a little wonky for the camera stuff, but I'm pretty sure anyone can easily figure out their own solutions, as certain victory cameras can be experimented with. Hopefully you know what I'm saying about that. Now going into the archives, you can of course check the store and currently I have 60 currency because I had done two matches beforehand. So yeah, and like last week, if you exit out, then go back to the store, we still have that 60 coins of currency there. So that is pretty useful. So that is pretty much it with the fighting game framework improvements for this Funlog Friday / Showcase Saturday. Credit again goes to Sean the Bro for all of his tutorials. They have been pretty amazing, and I look forward to each and every one of them. So yeah, I think that things have gone pretty good this past week, and I look forward to the next many. So with all of that, I've been Herogon, you've been you. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Funlog Friday / Showcase Saturday, and I will see you guys real soon. Goodbye, everyone.